The McKinley Bulldogs. I want to ask you one quick thing, and then we'll get a break in here again. But if you're McKinley, what can you do in the second half, Elmer, to get yourself into this game in a position where you could win it?
Well, I think offensively, nothing different. They have more total yards than Euclid. But the big thing is that, they got to stop the big plays, from the long passes to the interceptions. They're all big plays. It's and they're capable because they have a bunch of athletes playing for them. And I think they just got to come out. You just got to play. You just got to play.
He is Elmer Sheets, John Bozica along with you, Noah Hiles on the sideline. And we will step aside on the Alt Care TV replay game of the week. Old Carolina Barbecue Company scoreboard at the half as McKinley down by 2 scores. When we come back, we'll have your second half action and more. Stay with us.
For nearly 20 years, thousands of people have relied on SARTA for safe, affordable, reliable transportation.
People like Misty Williams, who's riding SARTA to a brighter future. Misty's a full-time student and mom who uses our fixed routes to get to school, pick up her son at daycare, and return home at the end of a very busy day.
School, shopping, Cleveland, Akron, the airport, for work or for play. People you know count on SARTA to meet their transportation needs. And we deliver.
SARTA, where can we take you today?
Life's all about delivery. Whether it's delivery of your favorite pizza, how you deliver a great punchline, like, why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella? Faux drizzle. Or how your credit union delivers excellent service every time. Well, yes, that's exactly what I mean. At CSC Federal Credit Union, we do deliver the same great banking as the other guys. And the icing on the cupcake is we're not some out-of-town bank. We're local and in the Stark County community.
Bank local at CSC.
The Roadman and JT team up for a lively take on sports. It's a whole new attitude. Afternoons from 3 till 7. Weekdays on News Talk 1480 WHBC and online at WHBC.com. The Score and more with the Altman Heart Center ticker. Go to WHBCSports.com and click on the Altman Heart ticker icon. WHBCSports.com. High school football lives here.
And we return into Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Rotunda of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, the backdrop here at the beautiful Hall of Fame Stadium. I-77 bustling with traffic behind it as well. People either heading out for their late shift at work for the weekend or heading home for the weekend, I would hope. If you're working this late, you should probably find a new job at this point. But at the half, Euclid taking care of the business that they have, up 35-21. Elmer, your thoughts on the first half before we head into the second half?
Well, as we mentioned when we were talking here at halftime, this is a hard game to talk about because it scores so fast. If you look at the stats from the first half, McKinley's winning in stats.
Yeah.
But Euclid is up by 2 touchdowns here. That I really think that interception right before the half was big. That was big. McKinley was back in the game, or a touchdown down, and they just threw that long pass where that kid made a heck of a catch, and then they throw the interception that goes back for a 60-some-yard touchdown. Be interesting to see now how well McKinley bounces back. They were resilient in the first half, that's for sure.
Reminder that our Northern Ohio Honda dealers starting lineups are the same as the first half. I want to remind you, too, that if you go to WHBCSports.com and you go to our podcast page, you can check out our 75th anniversary podcast. We've spoken to a number of players, one of Elmer's former players, Jeff Morris from Jackson, Bob Glagio from Louisville, Chris Spielman from Massillon. Also as part of the podcast, Homer Floyd from Massillon, Alan Page, former Central Catholic Crusaders. So check that out, WHBCSports.com. Euclid has scored touchdowns on 5 of their 6 drives. And they start with the ball here in this second half. Kick by Hernandez. This is Atiba Fitz. Fitz going to reverse his field. Atiba. Finally knocked out. Let's go down to the sideline now and bring in Noah Hiles again. First time at the start of the second half. And how about it, Noah?
John, Euclid came here a bit early today in anticipation for the opportunity to play here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. They said they didn't want to get trapped with the atmosphere. They didn't want to be overwhelmed. I don't think they looked overwhelmed in the first half, scoring on both sides of the ball, coming into the second half with a 2-score lead.
Something you talked about, Elmer, is that whole thing. Handoff goes to Mujihad on the first down play. Coach Rotsky, we kind of talked to him about a number of different things, and that was a big thing for him, is he said that you have to hope that this young team that replaced 19 of their 22 starters from last year would grow up quickly. He said that the league is 14-2 that they're in through 2 weeks, so he said they have to keep pace with everybody else for later in the year. Pass out Atiba Fitz. Fitz runs with a full head of steam. That was nearly very dangerous, Elmer.
He was just about, a foot away from breaking that thing all the way down there.
He had such
nice place.
His effort last week was amazing, too, like what I was saying.
He has great speed. Great speed.
3 picks, 2 TDs on the ground, and he caught one as well. And some confusion for Euclid. Should be a first down here. Still waiting for the sticks to move on the far side of the field. Coach Rotsky has that saying, too. I like talking to Jeff Rotsky during the week, Elmer, because he had that phrase that he used, GFGF, which is God Family Grades Football, as the motto for the school. And he said that last year they graduated 29 seniors, 20 were offered scholarships, and to his knowledge, 29 are in college, so all of the kids. Plus, he said they have 50 freshman football players coming in, too.
His numbers were phenomenal. I think he mentioned that he had, 18 seniors this year?
Mujihad again with the run.
And he's just dragging people.
Brings up a second down and short to go. And Valentine wants to throw, wants to put everything into it. Scott is out there. That could have been 6.
Yes.
Not could have, should have been 6. Boy, does he fire a nice ball, Elmer.
He just
what does he do?
Didn't have no touch on that one. His guys had a big enough lead there. He had, he overthrew him.
Yeah.
Just hit him in the head with the ball.
Third down now, and McKinley jumps off sides.
And that's the first down. That hurts. Yep.
Gemini Turner going to come right off the field. Not going to waste any time, and probably going to avoid the coaches when he comes off the field. He's a big boy, too, 6 foot 320. Ran right behind the whole team. Fullback gets the ball there.
Fullback.
It's odd. You don't see the fullback carry the ball very often, but
that's his first one, isn't it?
It is. Eric Hodnett.
Yeah.
He's a huge kid, too, on their defensive line. 5'11", 240. They're just built.
And they all can run. They, Whoa. Oh.
It's Mujihad. My, oh, my. Puts him over 100 yards with that carry. 15 carries for 102 yards and 2 scores for Jabir Mujihad.
He's a senior, correct? He's a senior.
He is.
Yeah.
Third down play here. Can McKinley's defense rise to the occasion 2 minutes into this third quarter? Mujihad round the end. I don't think he got there.
Nope, he didn't.
I don't believe he got there. He did not.
Yard short.
But they can definitely go for this with the push that they're getting up front.
I wonder who's going to carry the ball.
I think he's wearing number 7.
Number 7.
I think he has a white jersey on.
44 just came in. They took number 7 out.
Big play here for McKinley defensively. Their defense faces a 4th and 1.
Ooh. They got the first down.
And that was all Dion Valentine, the quarterback.
More important, it was their offensive line. They got a heck of a push. Watch this push by the offensive line.
Wow.
They picked up about 4 yards on a quarterback sneak.
Down to the 33 now. Valentine wants to throw.
No.
Scott in the end zone. That's a nice defensive play out there by Tyson Durant. Made a beautiful play, did the corner. And, you know, he got high praise from his head coach in Marcus Watley during the week. I asked him for a defensive leader and an offensive leader, and he said Tyson Durant has really done a nice job picking up the slack. He transferred in from Copley.
Right.
What was good about his position there?
Who, the defensive back?
Yeah.
Well, I think the biggest thing was he didn't give up on the ball, and the quarterback just kind of lollipopped it out there. Instead of throwing it, he let the defensive back have a chance to make up on the ball, because the kid had a definite difference between him and the defensive back, but then he threw it too high. He threw the one. He threw the one like a rocket, and he overthrew him. This one, he says, I'll lighten up on it a little bit, and so if he gets in that in-between thing, he's going to be all right. No, he's a pretty good quarterback.
False start on Euclid. He had a heck of a week last week. 15 of 22, 5 touchdown passes, 1 pick, 332 yards. He hasn't had to do that tonight because of running the ball. False start against Euclid makes it 2nd and 15. Oh, and Valentine is going to throw down the field. And was that picked off? It was.
Yes, it was.
And it was a tip drill. It was a tip drill that led to the interception by Brian Pinckney. Pinckney, the one who caught it. But a flag is down. I know we want to make this a nominee for our rock-solid play of the game. Might be a sideline warning. Yep, sideline warning. We will make this a nominee for our rock-solid play of the game, brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. Let's take another look at this fantastic play here. First bad throw by Valentine. Tipped. And then there for the pick was 21. Brian Pinckney. Chamber Stokes Williams with the
middle linebacker tipped it.
He did. Big turnover.
Okay, let's see what happens here now.
Now a turnover apiece for both teams. 1st and 10 for McKinley on their own 29. Lemire Garrett. Lemire Garrett.
Picked up 6.
He runs in such a beautiful way.
He's a well-built kid, and he has the speed, and you know, I can see why he was a first-team All-Stater last year.
Well, the 1,200 yards that he had didn't hurt.
No.
2nd down. Garrett again.
Keep running that same play.
Lemire going to be close to a 1st down. Let's go down to the sideline. Brought to you by Sarda. Bring in Noah Hiles. Noah?
John, that McKinley interception is the 6th already of this season. They had 3 last week, 2 in week 1, and now that 6th one of the season comes at a very big time. As you can see, their first takeaway of the evening. Hopefully they can turn it into points and get this game back going.
And the interesting thing, all of those interceptions have come from either Jonah Lytle, Brian Pinckney, or DJ Garrett. Handoff, Lemire Garrett. Lemire, 1st down and a bit more. How important is this drive, Elmer?
It's hard to say with this game way it's going. But if you notice, they've run every one of their plays to where that fullback is. Now, he's not in there now. Oh, yes, he is. He's to the left here. They've been running in him. Let's see if they do that again. What number is that?
Lemire Garrett approaching 100 yards and rushing, according to Bob Jeffries, our statistician. Keeping is Elijah Wesley, and that's Tillman, the linebacker. Andre, the will linebacker. You know, this is a Euclid team that is trying to make the playoffs for the 5th straight year. No Euclid team has ever done that before. You consider all their history. Robert Smith, Ronald Lee a few years back.
But don't forget when Robert...
Lemire Garrett's numbers there. I know what you're going to say. Playoffs were different when Robert Smith was there.
Oh, it was only the top 2 teams.
It was.
Now it's what, the top 8.
Here's Lemire Garrett.
They just keep running that same play.
Garrett is over 100 yards now after that carry. He's into Euclid territory too. Lemire Garrett, his 3rd straight game over 100 yards this season. 3 games, all over 100 yards, and that should put him over 500 yards on the season as well. He's having a heck of a year. There's the blocker again, Elmer.
Yep. They're just bringing that end down on the outside defensive guy, and he's going out and kicking out, and there's a heck of a seam in there, and Euclid hasn't done anything to change it. See if they run to the right this time.
41-yard line to Euclid now. Wesley gonna throw. Going far sideline, and Atiba Fitz almost had another interception there. He was very, very close. Played that ball well.
He's a... Tell you what, number 44 is a good football player for Euclid.
He is.
He's a very good football player.
Hey, when your coach says that you put out a Herculean effort,
he does a lot of good things.
Well, and he plays so far off the ball.
Yeah, he's what is he, 15 yards deep as a safety?
He is.
There goes that
keep for Elijah Wesley. Wesley, first down and more. And it was because of Atiba Fitz playing deep there that wasn't a touchdown. Savion Jones and Tillman, the linebackers, helped out as well. Nice fake carried out. Yep. You like his running style, don't you?
Yeah, more than his passing style.
He's got to be approaching 100 yards on the ground now tonight. 108 now. So 2 100-yard rushers for McKinley tonight. Down to the 23.
Now this is a different formation here.
Sapaiya and Garrett.
Gonna give it to him.
That's Sapaiya, the man with the long hair. Joseph Sapaiya had a brother a couple years ago in the program, Sio Sapaiya. Their dad was an NFL player. His dad's a big man, too. He's been called kind of the leader of the defense, the quarterback of the defense, if you will, for McKinley.
I'll tell you what, he's been doing a heck of a job blocking tonight.
He does all the dirty work.
Yes, he is.
And he's proud to do it. We're under 5 minutes in this 3rd quarter, as you can see on our Old Carolina Barbecue Company scoreboard. 2nd down and long here. Wesley rolls out, throws. That's Robinson. Jasper. Close to another first down. He may have it, and he does. This is an easy pass for him, right, Elmer?
Oh, look, it's only it's about a 5-yard pass.
It is.
But the other thing is he got his shoulders turned around.
McKinley up to the line quickly. Down to the 12 of Euclid. Lemire Garrett. Garrett. Lemire inside the 5. Lemire approaching that territory of touchdown number 2 on the night. Gets the give again. Lemire. There it is. From 4 yards out. 2nd time tonight for the senior tailback in Lemire Garrett, the first team All-Ohio, and last year, I think he's headed there again this year. Bulldogs pull within 8. Nice run here. Patient. Here is Luke Rosa's long-lost nephew, Henry Hernandez. Not really, but he kicks like Luke Rosa. Bulldogs back on the board again. Fireworks back in the air again in Canton. McKinley trails by just 7 here in the third.
At Friends and Family Credit Union, you, the members, are the owners. Our friendly staff serves over 11,000 members, assisting with their financial needs and bettering their lifestyles.
Hi, I'm Nick Langenfeld, President and CEO of Friends and Family Credit Union. Friends and Family Credit Union provides loans, savings, checking, and other financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County.
Are you looking for something different? Stop in today to become a friend of the family.
There is something special about our community.
It's a feeling, a spirit, and you can sense it and see it in everyone who lives and works here.
Everyone in our community matters.
You matter.
It's a simple concept.
Yet its message carries a great impact, which we all need to hear.
Every conversation, each pay it forward message can have an incredible impact on someone else's life.
It can start with just 2 simple words.
You matter.
You matter.
You matter.
That drive was 11 plays, 71 yards, a 4-yard TD run by Garrett, and the extra point was good. Euclid 35, McKinley now 28. Garrett has 22 carries for 119 yards and 2 TDs, and he's keeping his all-state credentials going so far.
Puts him up to 516 yards on the year.
For 3 games.
And now 8 touchdowns. And as you said, not even 3 games in. Well, this is Fitz on the return. Atiba tripped up. DJ Garrett, younger brother of Lemire, says, my brother's getting all of the accolades. I want to join the party. Must be nice to have 2 kids in the same family like that can both play football so well. But the Garrett household. You know, this is a stark difference from last week for McKinley. They played Bookdale. That game had a combined 10 turnovers and 19 penalties between the 2 teams. Tonight, not nearly as sloppy. First down for Euclid. That's Mujihad. Nowhere to really go. What adjustments do you think McKinley has made defensively, Elmer?
Adjustments? I think they're just playing better. I think they're just playing better football. They're coming off the ball. Whoops.
Uh-oh. Mujihad. Jabir finally pushed out.
Except for that play.
I was asking you about adjustments, and well, I waited a bit. Should have waited to ask you about adjustments, because this was a nice run. Harold Fainin pushes him out.
Boy, a nice lead block by the fullback.
Carry there for Mujihad again.
That's 44.
Or rather, Atiba Fitz, yeah. Mujihad gets a break.
But bringing him back in.
Well, you don't want to leave him off the field very long.
Keep that train rolling.
It is a runaway freight train. Play fake. Having to step up is Valentine. Valentine. He made something out of absolutely nothing there. That was almost a big problem. And he worked it out. Third down, though. Third and about 5. What are you thinking here, Elmer?
3rd and 5. They're going to get the big boy in there.
Mujihad in the backfield. Ivory, the bottom of your screen. Scott, the top of your screen. There's Mujihad. He's close to the first down.
Not according to this guy.
Chains were ready to move, but it is a fourth down. Big play here again. McKinley defensively.
See if you know what it's going to be. It's going to be quarterback sneak.
Quarterback keeper, and, well, Valentine got it. Dion Valentine continues his pretty solid night. Has the one blemish of the interception, and that's it. Handoff, Atiba Fitz. Atiba with a flag down. I would imagine that's in the vicinity of a hold.
Yeah.
Elmer, I want to ask you from a coaching standpoint, when you're locked in a game that's so back and forth, does it adjust the way that you coach in a game like this?
Does it adjust?
Like when you were in back and forth games, did you change the way that you would coach?
Well, the way I coached, I don't know if I've ever been in a game that was 28-35 with still time left in the third quarter. If it was 7-6, maybe. But it's a situation where you're, you know,
Valentine. Oh, that's Ivory. Ivory brought down in the open field. And a nice open field tackle made. Chambers Stokes Williams, the middle linebacker.
Sometimes you just roll with the dice.
Nice play here by Chambers Stokes Williams. He had a scoop and a score last week for a touchdown on a fumble return against Buchtel. There's Mujihad. Oh my. Oh my.
That one, whoever that was came in there and hit him
as
well as he can hit anybody, and he just kept going.
Oh my.
Watch this guy has a oops.
Oh my goodness. Handoff again.
Oh,
Mujihad brought down in the open field this time. Euclid taking up some valuable time on this drive too. Down to about just a minute in this quarter. Now at a minute. Now it's Fitz in the backfield. Bottom of your screen is Clayshawn Ivory. That's Atiba Fitz, and a nice defensive play, bringing up a third down. Appeared as though the linebacker there, I think in Chambers Stokes Williams, might have fired that gap.
Somebody inside. It was somebody on the inside.
That was Rodney Donald, the defensive end. So 3rd and 6.
Well, Euclid is definitely in 4-down territory here.
It's a big play here.
Yeah. Now, my question to you, if it's 4th down, do they kick it? I mean, they go up.
He has the leg.
Yep. Go up by 10. Oh, he's not going to call that.
McKinley just about jumped off sides. Valentine with the play clock running down. QB keeper. Well, he didn't get there. He did not get there. That almost looked like it was centering the football.
Yep.
That is the last play of the third quarter. It's going to be a good one as we head into the fourth, right, Elmer?
You think they centered that ball up for their kicker?
We'll find out after this.
Yes, we'll find out.
You can't tell your cold to wait? Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Get the app now. You can't tell your migraine to wait. Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Download the Altman Now app now.
There was something curious going on. My husband started going for a short drive several times. He doesn't normally keep things from me, so I just had to see. It turns out he's been hanging with the guys at Sarshone Ford, prepping for tailgating season. Because of their relaxed, no-pressure sales process, he was able to take his time deciding on the exact new F-150 to buy. You'll enjoy the short drive home from Sarshone Ford. Get to know us at sarshoneford.com or stop in for your test drive. Just minutes from Akron, Alliance, Canton, and Kent.
1, ladies and gentlemen. 2, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I feel this is going to be a big day.
Life were only like this.
Wouldn't want to miss this.
Looking forward to it.
What's this all about?
This is very exciting.
So cool.
Beautiful.
Great.
Mind if I have a look? I'm delighted to be here.
Amen.
I am.
Oh, very groovy, very groovy.
Let's have some fun today.
I like it a lot.
That's all there is to it.
I've heard a lot about you.
I've heard a lot about you, too.
Start of the fourth quarter, and Euclid faced with a 4th and 2 at the McKinley 13, and the offense is coming back out. We thought they might have centered the ball.
Interesting. They don't have the big boy in there. They have 44 in there.
No Jabir Mujihad. Valentine. Toss. Fits. Double reverse. Pass now. Valentine. Oh my! Somewhat of a Philly special, if you will, from 13 yards out. That was beautiful.
Boy, that took some guts to call that play in that situation, didn't it?
You start the fourth quarter with trickery.
Yeah, but
nominee for our rock-solid play of the game. Let's definitely take another look at that. Valentine tosses to Fitz. Ivory. Whoop. There's Valentine.
That took guts.
Wow.
That took guts.
And Mbai's kick on the way.
They called that play on a 4th and 2, up by 7.
So Mbai's extra point now a little bit longer.
No problem.
He is perfect as can be. Reminder, after the game, we give away our player of the game, or at least we name our player of the game. Brought to you by the Altman Health Foundation. And right now I can think of a laundry list of guys who could be the player of the game. If we're going to stick here in Stark County, it is Lemire Garrett, I'm guessing, who's the favorite early on here. Maybe Elijah Wesley, the quarterback.
Sure, he has to be with his running ability, and he's been throwing the ball well.
Some of the kids for Euclid have had some mammoth efforts tonight. And you know what the crazy thing is? There's still over 11 minutes left in this game, and there's a lot of time left for things to happen. That drive summary, Elmer.
We have scored 70 points so far.
Crazy.
In 3 quarters. The number of plays was 12, a total yards 74, and on a spectacular 13-yard TD pass from Ivory to Valentine, and the extra point was good. It was a great call. Great call.
And Mbai will kick it deep here. Durant, Lytle, and Dilworth back. Kick fielded.
Oh, nice play. Nice play by number 8.
And that was Lytle, who never really had a chance. Open field tackle made by Walter Pinnell, the DB. See Walter on the sideline there. Lemire Garrett tonight, 22 carries, 119 yards, and 2 scores. Do they go back to him on this drive?
Sure they do. Why wouldn't they?
Paul Brown used to say, if you've got a gun, shoot it.
That's right. Or if you have a horse, ride it.
That's right. Both those things.
Either or.
Well, speaking of Lemire Garrett, there he is. Short gain. Now, here's the question I have for you. McKinley has continued to claw away at this after being down 14-0. I mean, after being down, it's a 28-28 game, but what can McKinley do to neutralize the game in some way? Because it feels like they need to do that.
Boy, again, they're doing what they do best, run the football. And they're controlling the clock, and they're giving it to they're a very good football player. Now, Euclid just has great balance. I mean, they have speed on the outside. They have two great tailbacks. They have a good quarterback.
Amir Garrett has carried it on 1st and 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and short. On the 25. Hand off, Dilworth.
And he got a first down.
Got what he needed. Well, upon first look he did. Upon second look, I don't know that he did. I think he's short. And McKinley gonna elect to go for it here on a 4th down and 1 from their own 26.
Oh, they got him there.
Garrett, Lemire, no question.
Yeah, Euclid wasn't even set.
No, they weren't. They weren't ready for that.
No.
So 1st down for the Bulldogs to their own 30. Hey, I want to remind you, next week, we're back with you for the All Care TV Game of the Week out at Jackson, as the Jackson Polar Bears welcome in the Perry Panthers. Start of Federal League action. Should be a good one. It always is.
See if they run at number 3 here again.
1st and 10 for McKinley on their own 30.
Oh,
this is Wesley,
Oh,
Elijah Wesley, but I think it's all coming back. Flag thrown, and the young man who's standing there all alone, Bradley Newman, the guard, looks like somebody just stole his ice cream. Oh, my. I think there's going to be discussion here of whether or not to kick.
After the penalty?
So now McKinley has a 1st and about 30.
30.
Not smart.
Is he still in the game?
He is.
Okay. Now, if McKinley makes this up and gets a first down out of this,
that kid's going to owe the whole team ice cream. Wesley wants to throw. Now he's going to run. Wesley, open field. This could be good. Elijah Wesley.
He just made up 15.
He did. Made up a chunk of it.
Just made up 15.
That's what he needed to do. You have 3 plays to get 30 yards. I mean, realistically.
Well, it's 10 yards at a clip, and he just made 15. So they're
hey, they're on the right track.
Now they need 7.5 on the next 2 plays.
Doesn't take an Albert Einstein to figure out that math.
No. Let's see.
So 2nd and about 14 for McKinley. Dilworth in the slot on the bottom of your screen. Black out wide. Wesley keeps. Elijah Wesley still on his feet. He was knocked down hard at the end of that play there. A beautiful tackle made by the linebacker and A.J. Cody, the Sam linebacker. But again, picks up more, and it's a 3rd and manageable now. Wesley's been running hard tonight, Elmer.
He's a very good runner. He's an athlete. He really is.
3rd and 7.
They've made up 23 yards.
They
in
have?
2 plays. He has.
All by himself.
All by himself.
So Bradley Newman might owe him ice cream if he converts this here. We'll see. He wants to throw. Middle.
That's his. That was probably the third choice on the deal.
Intended for Jasper Robinson, and Robinson could not come up with it. Now Xavier Black will.
Why don't they have somebody back there?
Be required to kick it deep.
They're thinking of.
They thinking a fake, maybe? Up back is Lemire Garrett. We'll see.
Whoa.
Low snap. Kick. And the kicker was hit on the play.
You know, but Bob.
Eric Hodnett appeared to hit the kicker there. I think McKinley's offense is going to come back out. They are. Wow. That's a drive saver there. Crazy, crazy play. It wasn't even Hodnett. It was Krishawn Edwards. It was the nose tackle, and he had no business doing it. That's 15 yards and a first down for McKinley now.
They made that up. They made up at 30 yards.
Penalty helped, though. Penalty helped in a big way.
We said when making up at 30, we didn't say it had to be pretty.
No, I mean, there's no rule to making up 30 yards. And now McKinley jumps on the offensive line. That was the big boy, Javion Walker. And he is a big boy, 6'2", 345. Whew. He could eat us for lunch and be happy. Not that I would advise him to.
Yeah.
So 1st and 15 now. Bottom of your screen. That's Xavier Black. Throw to Xavier Black and out of his reach. Nice play there by Jaquan Phillips, the cornerback, the senior. Made a nice play here.
Very good play. He was in real good position there to break up that pass. Yeah, and that ball was well thrown.
It was.
Was well thrown.
Threw off his.
When he's stepping into it,
he did.
He's pretty good.
Well, McKinley is going to take a timeout here. Rather, I think Euclid took the timeout. It was a Euclid timeout, and we'll take one with them as McKinley still trails by 2 scores.
Skeppers likes to keep an eye on her neighborhood, like MCTV watches out for our neighbors. To make sure everything runs smoothly for our customers,